This could be the video that completely changes your life. It could be the video that completely changes my life. And honestly, that's one of the many reasons why I love YouTube. It was actually 6 or 7 years ago on this exact rooftop where I did my first vlog. It was kind of like mine and my wife's honeymoon. We were in this town and I didn't know what I wanted to do with YouTube exactly, but I knew that I had a story inside of me. I had things I wanted to talk about, things I was excited about that nobody else cared about, just experiences that I wanted to share with people. So I started without really knowing what exactly I was doing. I just took my phone and I filmed the day going to the mansions, which we're back here again, just seeing things that I had never seen before. And as I started to kind of think about it, I realized I was very excited about like finance and self-improvement stuff, and I started talking more about that. But one of the cool things about YouTube is that you can find your people. I don't know, maybe like one or two other people in my life that I've ever met that are into the same things that I'm into, that are into the same books, the same, nerdy finance stuff, the same real estate investing, minimalism. I don't know a single other, like minimalist in person, but through creating videos like this, I have found hundreds of thousands of people, and I've talked to, hundreds at least, or thousands of people who are obsessed about the same stuff that I'm obsessed about. And it all started with an iPhone. It all started, actually it wasn't even an iPhone, it was like a Google Pixel. It all started with nothing. And it has built this community of people who are into similar stuff with me. So I think that's one of my favorite parts about YouTube is you can be a nobody and you can talk about the nerdiest things ever in your specific niche that you're into, and you're gonna find your community of people. You can be like friends, episodes, psychology, and there's gonna be probably thousands or tens of thousands of people who are into friends, psychology of the characters inside there. Like, you can talk about anything you want to talk about, and you can find a community of people. And if you do it correctly, you can make money talking about whatever you want to talk about. And if I look at how my life has changed from being on that rooftop 6 years ago to what it is now, the main thing that has been the driver to all the positive changes in my life, obviously besides my 2 kids, is through starting a YouTube channel as a normal person with zero expectations and just talking about things that I am truly excited about. I feel like I should definitely get off of here before someone comes to enforce the no trespassing sign. So another reason I think everybody should start a YouTube channel is because so many people stop growing after they graduate high school, after they graduate college, after they finally get into their career. And so many people I've seen have given up on their dreams. They've given up on their dream lifestyle, on their dream of traveling, on their dream of having control over their schedule, of their dreams of becoming an author, of becoming a YouTuber, whatever it is. So many people give up so quickly. And while I'm not saying that YouTube is going to be like the golden ticket and everybody who does it's going to be successful and any of that type of stuff, but I do think, it's a legit business model, and you can either make money from it relatively quickly, or you can just enjoy the process of doing it. And there's kind of like 2 different approaches with this, but either way, I think you're going to learn a lot of really valuable skills. I know for me, I learned videography. I was a completely normal person. I had no experience doing anything. I was just talking about what I was excited about, but I learned videography, I learned storytelling, I learned public speaking, I learned business, I learned photography, I learned editing, and I learned some different strategy stuff. And all of those things, even if it had nothing to do with my YouTube channel, I was still able to get jobs outside of YouTube through those skills that I've had. I got videography jobs, I got some acting jobs, which just because I learned how to talk to a camera pretty much. And then I got jobs actually making like commercials for companies, like producing them, that they would post on, you know, Instagram and TikTok. And that was literally just from a couple of years of learning how to make good videos. People saw the good videos, and it had nothing to do with my face or my channel or anything like that. It was just because I knew how to make good videos. And so I think you can learn so many valuable skills through YouTube. And it's like self-improvement stuff, especially if you're not doing anything in your life. You know, you're just working, you're enjoying your nights and weekends, or, you know, just recovering on your nights and weekends. You got 2 weeks a year of doing whatever. If you can take some of that time, some of that energy, and you can build something that you absolutely freaking love, you're finding your community like I talked about, and you're also gaining really valuable skills. You know, if you're into that type of stuff, maybe you're not, whatever, maybe you're into writing, you can do that too. I feel like YouTube, or I'm sure a lot of like creative jobs, is almost like learning a new language. There's this whole world that you didn't know existed before, and it turns on stuff in your mind. I know for me, especially the first couple of years, and even still now, there's still so much more to learn constantly, that I'm so excited about just learning new things constantly, that like I can learn something, a transition, a storytelling technique, sound design, whatever it is, and then the next week I can have a video showing the thing that I learned. It's like learning a few new words in a language. I just feel like it's really good for your brain, and I don't know, a lot of things. And especially for me as an introvert, I feel like talking and finding my group of people who's into the stuff that I'm into, it's been really good for me. But you don't have to be super perfect. You don't have to, you know, learn all those skills if it's not something that's interesting to you. In fact, there's like a large movement on YouTube right now of just people being super authentic, being super real. Just like right now, I'm just holding my phone talking because I was out walking and seeing all this stuff. And I think that there's a lot of people who want real people now. So even as you're learning those skills, you can still be growing and learning how to communicate your feelings and your thoughts with other people. And it doesn't have to be, you know, necessarily the style of most of my channel, where it's, you know, got a lot of where it has a lot of, you know, cinematography, and, you know, it's kind of, you know, very well edited and stuff. You can also just pick up your phone and talk about things that you're super passionate about, and reach people, and you know, start making a business out of that if you want to. And I think that's really cool. I'm also just incredibly grateful that I started this. Like, we're, you know, kind of on a little mini week-long vacation during the week here in Newport, Rhode Island. And it's just like literally us and a bunch of retired people, because everybody else, you know, has work, they have school, and like, this is my work. And I feel like if you don't at least try for, you know, living that dream life, whether it's to travel, to have time with their kids, to explore new things, to just talk about things that you're interested in, if you don't at least try that, I know I would have looked back with regret. Maybe I wouldn't, but I'm just so incredibly blessed and just grateful that for some reason I did start this, and I did stick with it, and I did continue to learn, and now I get to do what I love and have complete freedom, you know, through this amazing, you know, thing of YouTube. Hi guys, thank you for joining me. I'm really excited about this. This is gonna be my first video here on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be talking about financial. I've been able to find people who are interested in the same stuff, and I've been able to take it from, you know, 40 plus hours a week, what it used to take, and down to like 5 hours a week, where I can go out and we can explore mansions and, you know, have nice dinners and do whatever during the day. And then I could take an hour or two throughout the day, get all my work done, and it doesn't really set us back at all to just pretty much, we could travel full time if we wanted to. And, you know, we like to be home a decent lot, but I don't know, it's been really cool. And I am actually back home again. Been sick for 3 days. Food poisoning. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. But I think that is one of the cool things about the YouTube business model, is the longer you do it, the less you actually have to work. And there are very few businesses that are actually structured like that. And besides all the other benefits that I kind of talked about of YouTube for you personally, if you do end up being successful at it, actually the bigger you get, the less you have to work, because you start to outsource people. I started to outsource editing. Sometimes I get help with script writing. I get help with thumbnails, and pretty much every aspect of things I've been able to outsource, so that I put in actually far less time now to my YouTube channel. And I actually, you know, make far more money than when I started. I put in way more time and made way less money. And there are very few businesses that you can kind of start that way, where you put in a lot of time and money and whatever it is up front in order to get it started. And then the more successful you become at it, the less you actually have to work, and the less you work, the more you earn. It's like it's a very weird structure, but it's very cool. And I'm actually going ahead and teaching a free how to grow on YouTube class, like how to find your ideal audience, how to find what you want to talk about, and start growing on YouTube. There's a link down below if you want to check that out. I think this is an amazing thing. I recommended it to most people that I know, and I want more people to start it. So again, free training down below, live with me. You can chat with me, ask me questions, and hopefully I can help you, get started on YouTube and start growing and actually making money. So hope to see you there. Hope you enjoyed this video. It kind of inspired you a little bit, and I'll see you next week.